So, good morning to all of you. Now, today we are going to start our third session of revision class. So, in our previous class, we finished with primary memory, and today we are going to see the second type of memory, that is secondary memory. So, as we all know about secondary memory, that secondary memory is secondary by nature as it helps primary memory to run the system by storing data. So secondary memory is used to permanently store the data. Primary memory is also used to store the data, but that is used to store data temporarily, or that stores the data temporarily on a temporary base. But secondary memory is store the data permanently. So for further future purpose, we can store the data in secondary memory device. And why we need secondary memory device? As primary memory has a very limited storage capacity and that is not permanent, that is why we need secondary storage devices to store the large amount of data permanently. Now secondary storage devices are categorized into two categories according to the way they store data, or according to the way they read and write the data. So secondary storage devices are of two types: magnetic media devices and optical media devices. Magnetic media storage devices and optical media storage devices. Magnetic media storage devices, that means which uses, as the name is, which uses magnetic component to read as well as write the data, and optical media means which is used laser light to read and write the data. So magnetic media examples will be hard disk drive, which uses magnetic component to read data and write data to store data, and floppy disk drive, which is obsolete nowadays and outdated, that is floppy disk drive. But I have used that personally, right? So it was come in a packet bundle of 10 pieces in a pack, and very cheaper than hard disk drive and other devices. But that was uh, the drawback with that floppy disk was that it was not durable, right? So that was magnetic media, hard disk drive and floppy disk drive. And optical media examples are which uses light to read and write, like cd, dvd, blu-ray. All these uses lights to read and write the data. There are some technologies through which lights reads the data as well as writes the data: laser light, blue laser light and red laser light. So magnetic media storage, already I told you about floppy disk drive. It was also known as diskette. Floppy disks or diskette, it was the oldest type of portable storage devices which store 1.4 MB of data only, and now it is not used. And it was made up of thin flexible magnetic storage medium sealed in a rectangular plastic enclosure, right, which is made up of fabric that removes dust particles. But removes the dust particle, but itself it was not the safe from the dust. So whenever we exposed it in a dust, take it outside our room, then it's infected that time and then stopped working. So that is why it was not durable, and also it was storing very less amount of data. That is why it is not popular nowadays. Then is hard disk drive. So hard disk drive, we all know what hard disk drive. There are internal hard disk drive also and external hard disk drive also. So when we are studying hard disk drive, that does not mean only know about hard disk drive, but when we are studying hard disk drive, then you must know about each and every component of hard disk drive and how it functions, right? So hard disk drive is a secondary storage device, and this hard disk drive This hard disk drive was also known as Winchester drive. Why Winchester drive it was known as? Because early type of disk drive developed, which was developed by IBM, International Business Machine, which developed mainframe computer also, invented mainframe computer also, that had 30 MB of fixed storage and 30 MB of removable storage. 30 MB of fixed storage and 30 MB of removable storage. The same thing happened with Winchester rifle also, right? And that was known as 30-30 rifle. Some technology was there through which it was known as 30-30 rifle, Winchester 30-30 rifle, which was very popular. That is why it is named Winchester drive also. We can say Winchester, we call it Winchester drive also. Now, components of hard disk drive or functioning of hard disk drive. What are the different components of hard disk drive and how it functions? So for that, we need to see the figure of hard disk drive, right? So here it is complete hard disk drive. So no need to be worried about seeing this image. Very simple. See, when you open hard disk drive, so you will find one spindle here. See, this is one spindle, right? So when you will open a hard disk drive, you will find one spindle, and this hard disk is made up of platter. Platter are circular structure of CD type of circular structure, platter, right? So you will find platter. It is made up of platter, and now it depends on how many number of platters are there in a disk. In this platter, on both the sides it writes and reads also from both the sides. And this platter is made up of track and sector. This platter is made up of track and sector, on which its head writes the data, right? Now it depends on manufacturer to manufacturer how many platters are there in a hard disk drive. Now, so these platters are attached with the spindle, and this spindle rotates on its own axis. This spindle rotates on its own axis. This spindle rotates on its own axis. Only rotate, do not translate. When this spindle rotates, then these platters also rotate. Then there is one more arm, right? There is an arm in this hard disk drive only. To this arm, there are many heads connected with. See, there are, with this arm, there are many heads connected with, right? But for each platter, there are one pair of heads. For each platter, there are one pair of heads. See, 1 and 1 for this platter, this one pair of heads. The task of this arm is it translates forward and backward. See, it translates forward and backward. So when it translates forward, then head start touching the other parts of this platter, right? As well as it platter rotates along with the help of a spindle along its own axis, so it rotates also. So what happened, it at the same time it rotates and it arms translate, and by the help of these two movements, rotation and translation, these heads start uh, writing on the surface of the platter, on the track and sectors of the platter, and it starts covering its all the areas as it is translating arm and it is rotating, right? And this is how the data is written into platter, means hard disk drive. These heads are read and write head, means it reads also, each head reads also and as well as writes also. When it writes, when it stores the data, then it needs to write on the platter, that is writing. And reading, when it retrieves some information from the drive, that means it is reading the data from the hard disk drive and showing us on the monitor, right? So that is what reading and writing. So read and write head. So what are the different components? Spindle, right? The different components are spindle, then platter, then is heads, then is arm. That's it. 4 components. That's it. So this is how hard disk drive functions. And here it is. It consists of top view of the hard disk drive, means platter. It is made up of track and sector. These round circular region is known as track. This is track, and this one is sector C. Sector, where data is written into. It writes in a sector only, right? This is sector. So this is how it works, right? So go through it, read the lesson. Everything is written into your notes. I have provided you complete notes also. Class 9th also as well as 10 also, both of you have provided complete notes of the chapter. Whatever studied, we studied till. So 9th class, I have provided you 3 chapter notes, right? In which only 2 chapter notes you need to study. In second chapter you need to study till CRT only. Then is HDD functioning. I told you right now how it functions. That only it is written here. Tracks and sectors, it helps writing where data it writes. That is magnetic storage. Now after magnetic is secondary. In secondary storage device, secondary storage memory is optical media. Optical media, that means in which data it writes the data by the help of laser light, red laser or blue laser light. So there are example of optical media also. So CDs, CD, CD, then DVD, CD, then is DVD and Blu-ray, DVD and Blu-ray disc. These are example of optical media. Let's go through each one of them. Here it is, CD. So CD is we all use a CD. So CD is a circular disc that contains data, and it contains data in the form of bits and lands, right? It contains data in the form of bits and lands. Bits are a binary value of 0 off, and lands are binary value of 1, right? Through which data is written into it. Then is one term is used here, RPM, that is revolution per minute. It is the speed of hard disk drive we measure in RPM, revolution per minute. How many times it revolve around its axis, that platter, that is this, that is what decides its speed, right? So if it revolve more number of times, then more data will be written into it and more speed it is having then. So that is rotation per minute or revolution per minute, right? So remember this RPM. Then here in snippets written, CD was invented in the late 1960s by American physicists who was born in Washington in 1931, right? And the name of that physicist was James Russell, who invented CD. So these are small questions, may it comes. Now CD, come back again on CD topic. So CD are of three types: CD-ROM, CDR, CDRW. CD-ROM means CD, compact disk. The full form of CD is compact disk. Data is compact into it, inside it. So that is why compact disk. Then ROM, read-only memory. So such type of CD in which we can only read but not write, like songs CD available in the market, movies CD available in the market, that you can read only. You cannot write the data into it. That is CD-ROM. CDR is recordable, means in which you can record something, you can write something. That is CDR recordable, like blank CD, right? If you purchase from market and start writing in that CD, so that is CDR, CD recordable. And then third one is CDRW, that means rewritable. CD rewritable means in which you can read also as well as write also. That is no, sorry, not read and write, but you can multiple times write. Rewritable, rewrite, you can multiple times write on the CD, rewritable CD, right? So erase the, if you erase the data, write the data, erase the data, and again rewrite the data, again erase the data, rewrite the data. It happens till 10, 12, 15 times, है ना? Then is again DVD. The full form of DVD is digital versatile disc or digital video disc, and it is also known as super density discs because it store more amount of data than of CD, right? And this DVD uses Blu-ray to write the data. Sorry, this DVD uses red laser to write the data, right? And it is developed by Sony Corporation in Japan in collaboration with Pacific Digital Company. Sony along with Pacific Digital Company invented this DVD in United States in 97. It is also come in three varieties like CD, CD-ROM, CDR and CDRW was there, and a DVD-ROM, DVD-R, DVD-RW, read only, in which we can only read movies and songs DVD, games DVD. DVD-R recordable, in which we can record our data, and RW rewritable, again you can rewrite the data multiple times. You can write the data and use it as per your requirement. Blu-ray disc is the successor of DVD, means advanced form of DVD which contain more data than DVD. And what is the technology behind it? Compress the data and then write the data so that more data comes in Blu-ray. And it uses red, Blu-ray uses Blu-ray to read and write the data, and DVD uses red laser. Now, blue laser, the specification of blue laser is that it compress the data. It compress it compress more data than of red laser of DVD. As a consequence, Blu-ray disc can store much more data than DVD. So the capacity of Blu-ray discs comes in 25 to 50 GB and 300 GB also. So that's it, CD, DVD and Blu-ray. So you need to remember that Blu-ray uses blue laser and DVD uses red laser, and the difference between red laser and blue laser is that blue laser compress more data and without losing its quality, and red laser do not compress more data as compared to blue laser, which is used in Blu-ray discs, right? Then we have covered magnetic media and optical media. Now the third type of storage media is solid state memory. Different type of storage media. Not this solid state. This solid state memory is neither a magnetic media or nor an optical media, but there is a microchip inside in this solid state, and as the name is solid state, it remain in solid state. That means there are no moving component in it. As hard disk drive, in hard disk drive there are moving components. Spindle rotates, arm moves, translates forward and backward, right? So all these are moving components. When it will fall down, it will fall down in the floor then or anywhere else, then it might be damaged. But in solid state memory there are no such issue comes, because it does not contain any movable parts, right? So that is why it is solid state memory, and it is more durable, right? So example of solid state memory are pen drive, which is also known as thumb drive, because its size is of a thumb only, that is why it is known as thumb drive. Flash memory is also, it is known as flash memory also. Why it is known as flash memory? This pen drive is known as thumb drive and flash memory also, because it is made up of chip which does not having any movable parts, and in this chip we can write the data whenever it required. We can write the data as fast as possible, like a lightning speed. We can erase the data and again rewrite the data in a lightning speed. That is why it is known as flash speed. That is known as flash memories, which is non-volatile by nature. Means when we switch off a computer, it will not erased out. Flash memory, and it contains, this flash memory contains EEPROM, electronically erasable programmable ROM. Electronically, it is type of ROM actually. So what is the quality of ROM? Characteristic of ROM: we can read the data only, we cannot write the data in ROM, right? But in EEPROM there are different types of ROM: EROM, EPROM, EEPROM, right? There are different types of ROM, kinds of ROM. So EEPROM may, it is possible that it is electronically we can erase the data and rewrite the data, right, with a lightning speed. And in flash memory EEPROM is used. That is why it is known as flash memory. In pen drive EEPROM is used, right? These are example of pen drive and memory stick. All flash drive, solid state memory card stick also. Memory card or stick is also an example of flash, solid state memory, and pen drive also. It will be asked if, then just give the answer correctly. Then fourth one more new storage media, that is cloud storage. We all are familiar with cloud storage, OneDrive and Google Drive. All these are, and many more are there, right? You better know the many cloud storage devices, cloud storage name. So cloud storage, where as the name is cloud, upside up above, right, in the sky. That means on internet when we are storing the data, that is known as cloud storage. It will be free also, and it takes the charges also to use it, right? Many companies are converted itself into cloud storage. So what happened then in such case, they will not equipped with the devices and all. They just hire the machine, they just purchase the machine, basic equipment, but rest of, as it is concerned, it remain on the cloud storage devices, right? It remain on the cloud storage on internet. The data will be there with all security, and softwares also will be there only. They need to just provide password. They provide password, authenticate themselves, and they start using the cloud. And whatever we are using cloud, that is free service. It gives us 15 GB of free storage, and after that it charges little amount from us. So that is cloud storage. Now we are using this cloud storage from the long time, like Gmail, which we are using. Gmail, that is also an example of cloud storage. There our data remains safe. All mails we store in Gmail also, right? So the other example of cloud is Google Drive, OneDrive, Gmail also, right? And Picasa also works as a cloud storage. YouTube also like a cloud storage. YouTube when we store our video, right? So that is also works as this cloud storage, right? So think like that only. So that's it. So these were secondary storage medium where we can store our data permanently. Now next is differences between primary and secondary memory. So what is the difference between primary and secondary memory? Now you can be able to say that primary memory is temporary memory, but secondary memory is permanent memory. It is volatile. Primary memory and secondary memory is non-volatile, means permanent. Here it means primary storage is faster data access, but secondary storage slower data access. It accesses the data slowly, and this primary is used to process the data and it is used to store the data. Primary memory having small size, but secondary memory having large size. That is why we can store large amount of data into secondary memory only, right? So here we have finished our primary memory and secondary memory devices. Now the next topic is input and output devices. But for today I am leaving you here only. In the next class, very next class, I will start input and output devices and cover all the input and output devices, right? So we'll start with input device and then we'll go to output device, right? That's all for today. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.